Good morning everyone, and welcome to this fresh new day in the south of Austria. We was in Vienna, which is near the north of Austria, and we drove about 4 hours down here just to stay the night by this restaurant. Nothing special, it's just a bit of a stopgap really, because we are wanting to go to Slovenia. Now things did change, because we were going to go to Slovenia. We checked out our point of interest, the places we wanted to go, and they seemed really hard to stay near there. There were no free stops. It seemed like anywhere you parked there was police action, you know, they might be moving you on and things. So we decided, because the points of interest were really far out of the way as well from Zagreb in Croatia, we thought we'd just skip Slovenia, and we're going to head straight from here to Zagreb in Croatia. So we're going 3 countries in one day. That's what's happening today. So yeah, heading off there now. Should be about 3.5 hour drive down there. So yeah, come follow us. Okay, so just still in the south of Austria, heading down to Zagreb, Croatia. Now one thing we've had to do is stop off and get a vignetten. Now it's something that you need in several countries around these areas, just to drive on motorways. We're not intending to drive on motorways, but if we're forced to go on one or take a wrong turn, we don't want to get the penalty for not having one of these. So that's what we're doing now. Now hopefully we're going to stop off at Lidl, get some grub, then straight down to Zagreb. So yeah, stay tuned. So there you have it, 3 countries, 1 day. We did it, it was long. So yeah, what I want to talk to you now we're actually here, is I want to do a little summary of what we thought of Austria, a little summary of the journey, and also what we think of our first impressions of Croatia. So let's start with Austria. Austria was beautiful, there's no denying it. What an amazing country. As soon as you get in there, there's alpine mountains everywhere, and you just, oh my god, spend all the time looking up because they are so spectacular, so beautiful. But being honest, they're hard to drive around, and when you are driving around, there's a lot of toll roads charging you to go through the tunnels for the mountains and everything like that. They're almost unavoidable. As you move over to the east side of Austria, that's a lot less mountains, but that's kind of cool. Obviously a lot less scenic, so you don't really want to see that as much. So yeah, thought Austria was really good but really expensive. The journey down here, okay, let's talk about that. This is what got really interesting. Driving down here Friday the 13th, it's not really good luck day, is it? But we was extremely lucky, because we were 300 meters from an illegal border crossing into Croatia. The great thing is about Europe, you can just cross every country with no problems, except Croatia. You do have to go through passport control. So we weren't trying to go through the illegal route, but we just put Google Maps, avoid tolls, simple as that. But Google Maps was actually taking us down to an illegal route, so be careful when you're traveling over border crossings with Google. Luckily, extremely luckily, as we were driving up through the mountains towards this illegal border crossing, a gentleman behind me started bipping his horn, told us to stop, and he lived about 300 meters from the border crossing, and he stopped us, got out and told us don't go this way. So we were really lucky, because you know, if he didn't follow us up the road, we could have been landed with a £400 fine, €400 fine per person. So he just saved us potentially €800. So really lucky there. What a nice gentleman as well. He lived there. He must have done this quite a few times to other people. He advised us where to go, and we got to the passport control and gained entrance to the country legally, so that's good. We don't have that hanging over us now. So yeah, very lucky not to go over the illegal border crossing. So first impressions of Croatia, it's awesome. I would say it's a little rundown, like underdeveloped, but there's something quite appealing about it, like more simple, like not in a bad way, I mean in a really good way. Like we don't have to, they're not trying to think about the buildings looking pristine or anything, because what's the point? There isn't any. It just seems really relaxed and cool, and I love it. Honestly, cheap as hell as well. We're getting entrance to this park, Jarum Park, massive, right next to the capital city. You'd think it would be an arm and a leg to pay for parking. The equivalent of about 70p. We're parked up here for literally as long as you want. We could stay here for a week if we wanted. You pay the 70p to get in, and then you can leave whenever you want. No one checks you going out. Problem is, if you go out, you've got to pay another to go back in, but it's 70p. Who cares? Everything's cheap. Food, beer, ice cream. I know that's food as well, but it deserves its own category. So yeah, I like it already. It's fantastic, and looking forward to Croatia. We've got the coastline, which we haven't seen since Holland, and that's been a long time. And there's obviously something special about the coast. That's where we all go. As soon as we get some money to go on holiday, we go to the coast. So that's what we're gonna do. I believe there's a highway that has been compared to the LA to California highway because it's so beautiful with the sea and the coastline. So that's definitely something we're gonna try. We're gonna look for some awesome natural spots as well for you. So stay tuned. I'm very excited. Layla's very excited. We've been looking forward to Croatia since before we even decided to do van life. So definitely cannot wait for this. And as well, the final's coming up soon as well, with Croatia in it, of the World Cup. That's bound to be exceptional. So looking forward to that. Stay tuned guys, it's gonna be awesome. All right, so if you enjoyed watching our videos, please subscribe
and share,
and have a nice day.